My wife Sonia and I decided that we wanted to start a $2,000 scholarship to be presented to one YEBW student every year. And the name of that scholarship is the ClairDale Scholarship. The reason that we've named it the ClairDale Scholarship is after my mother, Claire. Obviously my wife's mother-in-law. And Dale, my father-in-law, Sonia's dad. Unfortunately, my mother was not able to be here, and Sonia wasn't able to be here either, but I'd like to recognize my father-in-law, Dale. Dale, if you could stand. The advice I give students is to surround themselves with people who live the life that they want to live. Be quiet, listen, and do what they tell you to do. And if you change your mind on who you want to be, change the people that you hang out with. Well, Sonia and I are very fortunate because both of our parents are examples to us and show us what kind of life we should live. Mom and Dad have demonstrated their devotion to the world around them. They've time and time again shown compassion to others through their countless volunteer hours and helping hands. More importantly, they've demonstrated commitment and sacrifice to their families. Both have always protected their families with an unflinching and stubborn resolve. Family truly is the foundation for their character and the beacons that ultimately guide their decisions. Both have been entrepreneurs, and they understand the hard work and endless stream of optimism and fortitude that is required for that lifestyle. Both are unassuming. They have flaws, and they're quick to acknowledge them, and would both be unwilling to admit their outstanding successes as parents and as people. That's why we dedicated this scholarship fund to them in their names, to recognize their outstanding contributions to us, to our families, and to the world around us. So thanks, Dad, I appreciate it. That being said, I'm sure you're probably wondering who actually got this thing. If you are a YEBW student, could you please stand? At the beginning of the week, I asked all the students to do just this, and I said one of the students who is standing right now will receive the ClairDale Scholarship. I'm going to ask some folks to sit down. If you did not apply for the scholarship, I'm sorry to tell you, please sit down. If you applied for the scholarship and you were not interviewed by a panel of 4 people, please sit down. The remaining 9 people were interviewed by a panel of four of us, including my wife, Sonia, and 2 of our volunteers, Carl and Dave. It was extremely hard, and we spent literally hours and hours and hours trying to make this selection. So this is the tough part for me. 3rd-year students, please sit down. 2nd-year students, please sit down. Anybody in company 4, please sit down. If your name does not begin with the letter A, please sit down. We've got 2 people left. What? We've still got 2 folks left. Okay. If you go to Lincoln High School, please sit down. Alex, please come up on stage and join us. Alex is unbelievable. She's in DECA. She plays 3 different sports. She's in an organization called Circle of Friends that she's so passionate about that she actually started tearing up in the interview because it meant so much to her. She has such a passion for others that during our 2nd interview with her, she said, even if I don't get the scholarship, what can we do to make sure that more scholarships are given out at YEBW? She's had lots and lots of opportunities in life, and the great thing about her is that she's taken advantage of every single one of them. We joked a little bit about the Cinderella effect because we don't know that she has any flaws. She's just an outstanding, amazing human being. When we interviewed people, they said that if they had a daughter, they would want her to be their daughter. She fits every criteria that we could possibly expect any student to meet, and we're so excited to give her the first ClairDale scholarship. We did have a little problem with the scholarship, though. We had lots of outstanding applicants, and unfortunately we only had $2,000. Sonia and I decided that we were going to spend an additional $500, but the problem is we would still have to pick one student over another. We asked the associations of the Associated Organ Industries to contribute. Jason, can you stand? Is Christy here? Christy contributed as well. Elizabeth, please stand. Dave, Denise, and Mallory, please stand. The people that you see around you donated their own money to make sure that this year we get offered 2 scholarships for $2,000 unexpectedly. So please help me give these people a warm thank you for helping us to give out another scholarship. That being said, if you interviewed for the ClairDale Scholarship, please stand. If you went through the interview process with 4 of the panelists, please stand.
Stand up and keep interviewing. Stand up and keep interviewing.
Please sit down if you are not from the Portland metropolitan area. If your last name starts with D, please sit down. If you are going to the University of Oregon next year, please sit down. You gotta give me a hug too, buddy. These 2 candidates were just absolutely outstanding. Marlon, he's extremely active in his school and in his community. We asked him why he does so many things for the community, and he said, that's what me and my friends do. It's just part of who he is to give back to the community and to be an outstanding individual. He's going to be an engineering student next year here at Oregon State University, and I know he's going to be extremely successful. And the thing that really stood out to us about Marlon is he hasn't had every opportunity in the world, but he's taken advantage of every one that he's had, and he's created opportunities for himself. That's why it was so difficult for us to choose between these 2 amazing students. So please help me once again congratulate our recipient of the first ever ClairDale $2,000 scholarship, Marlon and Alex.